A question we've all asked ourselves, whether it's by someone else or subconsciously. What would you do if you could go back in time? Before we get into this, please consider subscribing. It only takes 2 seconds and it really helps me out. And I just wanted to shout y'all out for helping me hit 200. 300 is surely on the way. Time travel is a well-explored theme in fiction and media. While it's easy to portray going back in time, this has made the concept risk becoming stale. However, creative minds continuously find ways to bring freshness to it. Some stick to the traditional approaches, but there are always outliers who add unique twists. Fascination with time travel has endured through the years. Writers have used advanced technology, magical artifacts, or unexplained phenomena to explore the consequences of changing the past. This ability to alter history can have profound and even disastrous effects, making it a classic trope. What makes outstanding work stand out is their originality and depth. By delving into the human experience, emotions, and moral dilemmas of time travel, authors connect with the audience on a deeper level. They explore the delicate balance between preserving the timeline and pursuing personal desires, adding complexity to the narrative. Overall, time travel remains a compelling theme, and as long as writers continue to approach it with creative and thoughtfulness, it will continue to captivate audiences. Re:Zero is an anime where we follow the main character, Subaru, as he's transported to another world. In this new world, he becomes fixated on a white-haired girl named Emilia and finds himself in numerous dangerous situations. However, what sets the anime apart is the unique ability Subaru possesses. Whenever he dies, he returns to a save point in time. These powers are bestowed upon him by a witch, and the save points are randomly generated. The concept of returning to a save point is kinda similar to video games, adding an intriguing twist to the story. Despite this power, Subaru's journey is anything but easy. He faces constant challenges and struggles, making him arguably endure the most difficult situations among the 3 animes mentioned. Overall, Re:Zero is a griping anime that keeps viewers engaged with its mixed fantasy, time travel, and intense emotional experiences. Summertime Rendering is an extraordinary love story with an extraterrestrial twist. The story revolves around Shinpei, who leaves his hometown but is unexpectedly summoned back due to the death of his childhood love interest. Upon returning to the island, unfortunate events unfold leading to his own demise. It is during this moment of crisis that his time traveling ability comes to light. Similar to Subaru's power in Re:Zero, Shinpei can return to specific points in time after death. However, unlike the random save points, his ability progresses further into the day with each death. There's a catch. He has limited number of chances to utilize his power. To extend his chances, he must stay alive longer, effectively prolonging the time he can back to. The origin of Shinpei's time-traveling powers is extraordinary in itself. They stem from an alien named Hirako, who possesses godlike abilities and crash lands on the planet. In a series of events, Hirako comes to inhabit the body of a kid named Haine. Later, Haine and Hirako separate, resulting in Hirako losing an eye. The eye is then passed down to Shinpei, granting him the ability to travel back in time. The story beautifully weaves together love, loss, and the interplay of extraterrestrial powers, creating a captivating narrative that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Erase follows the story of Satoru, a man haunted by the death of a fellow student from his childhood named Keo. The plot ignites when the murder of the schoolmate ends up killing Satoru's mother. However, unlike Shinpei or Subaru, Satoru's power isn't triggered by death. Instead, whenever a dangerous event is about to happen, he experiences a short jump back in time, a few minutes behind, enabling him to prevent the incident from occurring. As a child, Satoru didn't make much of an effort to connect with Keo, but he later felt immense guilt for not helping her. Despite his newfound ability to save people by jumping back in time, the guilt still gnaws at him, as it doesn't change the fact that he couldn't help Keo back then. Throughout the series, Satoru takes it upon himself to rescue Keo and the other children who fell victim to her killer. Eventually, he brings the murderer to justice in 2003, finding closure and peace within himself. The ability known as Revival no longer occurs after these events. By using his unique power to save lives and seek justice, Satoru finally finds solace and purpose in his life. Erase is a touching and suspenseful anime that explores themes of redemption and guilt, and the impact of small actions on people's lives. In all 3 series, Shinpei, Subaru, and Satoru face moments of despair where they feel powerless despite their extraordinary abilities to manipulate time. They struggle with the weight of their responsibilities and the inability to save everyone from harm. However, each of them eventually come to terms with their powers, finding strength in their ability to make a difference. Despite this common theme, the 3 series diverge in their genre and storytelling approach. Re:Zero primarily falls within the fantasy isekai genre, with intense and emotional moments throughout, While it incorporates sad and gut-wrenching scenes, it remains rooted in the fantastical world with elements like magic and otherworldly beings. On the other hand, Summertime Rendering delves deeper into scientific and extraterrestrial aspects, exploring the origins and implications of Shinpei's time-traveling power. It combines this with a love story that eventually reaches a happy ending, adding a unique blend of romance and scientific fiction. Erase takes a more psychological approach, provoking thought and contemplation. It delves into the consequences of small actions, the impact of trauma, and the complexity of human emotions. The series uses time travel as a tool to explore these psychological depths, making viewers reflect on the intricate workings of the mind. In summary, while all three series share the theme of overcoming despair and embracing their powers, they differ in their genres and storytelling styles. Re:Zero is a fantasy isekai with emotional moments. Summertime Rendering blends romance and extraterrestrial elements, and Erase focus on psychological exploration through time travel. Each series offers a distinct and engaging experience for viewers. And with that being said, if any of you guys have differing opinions or different thoughts, don't be afraid to comment down below. I try to reply and like all of them, because I really do like seeing your thought process on the things that I talk about. And thank you again for helping me hit 200. And yep, I'm out.